Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome dear students. This is a video for the subject of education, for the course of Bachelor's in Education and for the paper of Educational Technology. This video is based on the science of teaching learning. In this lecture, we'll be talking about the models of teaching and particularly the meaning and definitions of the models of teaching will be taken up here in this lecture. This video lecture is recorded by Dr. Iram Khan. The course coordinator and the presenter of this video is Dr. Iram Khan from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. The academic expert or the reviewer of this video is Professor Jasim Ahmed from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. This video is produced under the project DTH Swayam Prabha Channels of Ministry of Education, Government of India. Hello dear students, I am Dr. Iram Khan, Assistant Professor at Institute of Advanced Studies in Education, Faculty of Education, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. Today we are going to have a discussion on the science of teaching learning, and here in this lecture we will be discussing about the models of teaching, and here the discussion will be focused on the meaning and definitions of models of teaching. The objectives of this session will be to discuss the meaning of teaching models, to describe the various definitions of models of teaching, to analyze the different definitions of the teaching models or the models of teaching. What is a model? The term model carries different meaning in our day-to-day life. And whenever we look towards the model of anything, let us take the example of Red Fort or Qutub Minar, we find it as an exact replica of the original building or the monument. And this is why models prove a very effective aid as a substitute for reality even in the classroom situation. In behavior modification and in the task of helping the individuals to learn good habits or to make them imbibe the desirable attitudes, various type of interests and other many personality based characteristic features, we generally use the term model or modeling. So we can see a lot of people playing the role of the icon or iconic roles or heroic roles, or those people are serving as a model in the society, and everybody tries to be like them by the person to whom they are feeling that this person is having the features uh, which can be actually exhibited by many people. So these ideal figure or behaviors for the purpose of the copying or imitation by the individuals who are concerned with that particular behavior can be even seen in the profession of teaching. So if we are a teacher or we are serving as a leader, maybe on screen or maybe in the classroom, and we have to follow certain rules and regulations, certain characteristic features, certain behavioral traits, because the students who are coming in contact with us, for them we are the models and they are going to follow or they will try to imitate the features which we are going to reflect to them in the classroom. So what we have to say here, that the term model is profoundly used by the artists or the architects or maybe the engineers or all those people who are doing certain type of professional activities. But in the life of a teacher, the teacher is also a kind of a model for the student. And if a teacher is adopting a role or maybe a methodology or a pedagogy of teaching certain topics or a subject, that is also something which should be having some sort of impact. And if we try to see some of those architectural buildings or those iconic buildings, or even the dams or different projects, all those installations and the constructions of the machinery or equipment, all those mechanical things even follow some sort of model. So first a blueprint is created, and then the actual building or minaret or a monument is created. And exactly the same happens in case of a teacher. So the teacher also, once the teacher enters inside a classroom, the behavior which this teacher is going to reflect is something on which the teacher works, and this work is something which is going to be followed, or the behavior which this teacher is going to reflect in the classroom is going to be followed by many students. So that is why the models of teaching are very much important for every single teacher who is the part and parcel of the entire teaching learning process. So all these things which we just have discussed about the teaching models, there is an idea which is built up that there should be some ideal ways in which the teacher should be acting in the classroom. And there are different meanings which can be proven as very much helpful, and they are going to provide a very good understanding of this teaching model or the models of teaching. But we have to see a few of those definitions which are very much research based, or those people who have given this definition have done a lot of researches to give a proper definition to the teaching models or the models of teaching. So after having a look on these definitions, the models of teaching, the purpose, and all those things which are related to the models of teaching will be much more easier for us to comprehend. So let us try to see few of those definitions. The first definition which I am going to mention here is given by Joyce and Weil in 1972. According to them, under quotes, teaching models are just instructional designs. They describe the process of specifying and producing particular environmental situations which cause the student to interact in such a way that specific change occurs in his behavior. Quotes close. So this is the definition given by Joyce and Weil. And basically this particular definition considers the models of teaching as instructional designs, and these designs, according to them, help in the process of teaching in different ways. What can be those ways which we can interpret from this particular definition given by Joyce and Weil? They say that the first suggestion which they make is that the ways and techniques of creating a favorable environmental condition for carrying out the teaching process. This is the first task which a teaching model have to do. So the ways and techniques of creating a favorable environmental condition in which the teaching process can be carried out. So this is the first task, or the first suggested way which Joyce and Weil somehow try to explain through the definition. Then they say that the teaching models help in achieving desirable teacher-pupil interaction during the process of teaching. So this interaction which happens between the teacher and the pupil is very much important, because without this interaction there will be no liveliness in the classroom process. Then they say that the ultimate goal of bringing desirable changes in the behavior of the students may be achieved through these designs. So the ultimate goal of all these teaching models should be to bring desirable changes. Whatever is desired at the beginning, we have to bring those type of changes at the end of the class. So that is somehow the explanation of this first definition given by Joyce and Weil in 1972. Another definition given by Joyce and Weil itself, and this is also given in the year 1972. According to it, under quotes, teaching model is a pattern or plan which can be used to shape a curriculum or course, to select instructional materials, and to guide a teacher's actions. Quotes close. Let us try to see that what exactly they want to say here in this definition. This particular definition considers models of teaching as a sort of some patterns or plans which are prepared in advance for the success of the teaching learning process. What exactly they mean by all this? That in the construction of a curriculum or the contents of a course, there is the importance of creating a pattern or creating a model beforehand. Then only we can say that the curriculum or the content of the course are going to bring success. Then they say in the proper selection of the instructional materials for the teaching, which is exactly is the task which is done in the preparation of curriculum of the course or the course curriculum. Basically, this is also something which should be done beforehand. So before starting of the course, the curriculum or the instructional materials, everything should be ready. And then only we should start the teaching learning process. So this is the next thing which they want to say. Then they say, which we can interpret from this definition, that in guiding the teacher to select appropriate teaching techniques or the strategies and the methods for the effective utilization of the teaching situation and materials for realization of the set objectives, we have to somehow work beforehand. The teacher should work beforehand. If the teacher is willing to provide a proper type of pedagogy, or she wants to use a good technique or a strategy, she has to work beforehand. She has to plan the entire process, and then only she should go inside the class and start teaching that topic. Then only she can expect that the teaching learning process will be successful. So this is somehow the next definition by Joyce and Weil given in 1972, and we have just seen the importance of planning and preparation, and whatever preparation is to be done beforehand, and this is somehow explained by this particular definition very vividly. So the planning is a must. Let us see another definition, and this definition is also given by Weil and Joyce, and this is given in the year 1978. According to them, a model of teaching consists of guidelines for designing educational activities and environments. It specifies ways of teaching and learning that are intended to achieve certain kinds of goals. Quotes close. So this is a small and very kind of explicit definition given by Weil and Joyce in 1978. This definition considers models of teaching as sort of specific guidelines which are helpful in the like in completing or accomplishing certain tasks. And what are those tasks? They say that designing appropriate educational activities is the first task to be done. Then they say arranging proper teaching environment. Teaching environment means all those things which are surrounding the teacher and the student when the teaching learning process is happening. Everything, even the infrastructure, the this mental setup of both the teacher and the student, and all those things which are surrounding the student and the teacher while the class is going on. Then they say that specifying suitable ways and means of teaching and learning. This is also something which should be very much specific, and there should be some sort of guidelines which have to be there for specifying the suitable ways and means of teaching and learning. Then they say that directing all the resources of teaching to achieve this specific objective or goals. So here what they say, that the facilities, all those teaching aids, the material which is useful for the process of teaching and learning. So all these things should be provided, and these things become the part of the environment. The, the educational activities which are designed in a way should be guided by some sort of guidelines, and due to all those arrangements which are done in terms of preparing the material or preparing the activities or ways or means of teaching and learning, basically what we are doing, we are trying to create a conducive environment where teaching learning process can happen in a proper way. So they define the model of teaching, which consists of guidelines for designing educational activities and environments. And the specific ways of teaching and learning which are intended for achieving the uh, important goals or objectives which are set beforehand, basically by the way of uh, creating this environment and doing the teaching learning process, we are trying to achieve those goals which are set earlier. The next definition is given by Paul D. Egan and co-workers in the year 1979. And according to this definition, models are prescriptive teaching strategies designed to accomplish particular instructional goals. Let us try to understand this definition. This definition views the models of teaching in terms of some specific teaching strategies which are aimed at the realization of the set objectives or the goals. These strategies are prescriptive in nature, means everything is written beforehand, and everything is in a way uh, mentioned that this is to be done in this way. So it's very much prescriptive. What is to be done and how it is to be done in the process of teaching are pre-planned and well thought in view of the teaching goals and the diagnosis carried out with the student and the teaching environment. So we try to see that what are those requirements which the student is actually having and what is required to be done in the creation of a conducive environment. So these are certain diagnoses which we do, and therefore in exercising the like all those prescriptive functions, models help in defining clearly the teacher's responsibilities in the teaching process at three stages of planning, implementing, and evaluating. So basically what a teacher does, the teacher plans, then the teacher implements, and then the teacher basically goes on evaluating. So this is somehow you can say that a prescriptive role of the teaching strategies which are created in order to accomplish the role of instruction or the instructional goals, and these models help in the accomplishment of the goals which are set beforehand. The next definition is given by Jangira and co-workers in the year 1983. According to them, A model of teaching is a set of interrelated components arranged in a sequence which provides guidelines to realize specific goal. It helps in designing instructional activities and environmental facilities, carrying out of these activities and realization of the stipulated objectives. What exactly they mean by this definition? This definition considers the models of teaching as a well-planned guide sheet, helpful in realizing the stipulated objectives of teaching by controlling the teaching environment and specifying the teaching activities. So this is something which is very much clear, that if the teaching model is providing a well-planned kind of guide sheet which is helpful in the realization of stipulated objectives of teaching, the control on teaching environment is very much important, or you can say that it is necessary. And also we have to specify the teaching activities if we want to make a kind of environment where all the stipulated objectives of teaching are to be achieved. So we have just discussed a lot of definitions, and if we try to conclude that what exactly these teaching models describe, we can say that the teaching models are seen to be describing some sort of guidelines, plans, or techniques or strategies designed to achieve specific educational objectives. They differ from general teaching techniques and strategies in the sense that they are designed to meet specific objectives or goals which are set earlier. These teaching models help a teacher in the task, and in the same way as a constructed model or a blueprint, it helps the teacher to complete the entire process. And if we try to understand it in a very crude way, we all know that if a building is being constructed, the first thing which the engineer or the architect does, who is running this project, is she or he makes a blueprint or a model, and then the model is somehow going to be replicated in a big building. So the architect or the engineer basically visualizes everything which she is going to construct in the form of a big building beforehand in the form of this model. So this is somehow the small explanation that what we are trying to do if we are going to become a teacher. If we are talking in terms of blueprint, basically the blueprint is a prelude, or you can say that it is something somehow a picture which gives us an idea that what will be the outcome which we are going to have. So the model of teaching is just a blueprint designed in advance for providing necessary structure and direction to the teaching process, to basically the teacher, for realizing the stipulated objectives. So everything which is planned and which is thought of, that this is something which is to be transacted at the end of that particular year or the semester, we try to see that whether whatever the objectives which we have set earlier are achieved or not in terms of uh, the achievement of the students. So this is somehow the the model of teaching, which we can define in terms of the designing or the blueprint designing. So whatever we do in advance for providing necessary structure and direction to the teacher for realizing the stipulated objectives can be considered as the model of teaching. Let us just have a quick recap. Here in this session, we saw that the term model of teaching is referred to a model, a blueprint or action plan designed in advance for providing necessary structure and direction to a teacher for realizing the stipulated objectives in the same way as we can see happening in the case of a architect or group of engineers, or maybe the group of masons or laborers who make use of a model or a blueprint or a design or maybe an action plan which is drawn by uh, the head engineer or the head architect for the construction of a building or a bridge or a dam or a road or any kind of monument or a building. So basically, the sort of pre-planning which is done by an administrator along with some educationists, the plan which is done or which is made beforehand, this is the way in which we go ahead and follow those plans, and the teaching learning process happens and we try to achieve the objectives which are set for a particular class or a standard, and in this way the entire education process goes on smoothly. So this was all about the meaning and definitions of the models of teaching. There are many other sessions which are going to happen on this particular topic, in which we are going to understand more important things about the models of teaching. These are few of those references and suggested links which were used while creating this lecture. You can also go ahead and read more, and we will see each other in another session another time. Thank you so much. Dear students, you were watching a video on the science of teaching learning, and in this lecture we discussed about the models of teaching, where the focus was on the meaning and definitions of models of teaching. This video lecture was recorded by faculty at home during the homebound situation of COVID-19 pandemic using minimal technical resources. Technical errors, if any, are unintentional and may please be ignored. For any queries with regard to this lecture or broadcast, kindly send your email to techsupport@dth.ac.in.